And you can see that episode of Feast on Wednesday at 9 on BBC4. It's now time for Lazy Brunch. We've got Tori Amos in the kitchen, and the best ever email from Matthew Thompson, who says, is it true you're a fan of Chaz and Dave and that you've covered some of their songs?
I have covered some of their songs.
Please tell me you did Snooker Loopy. Please tell me you did Snooker Loopy, not so wee.
Yeah, no.
Rabbit, really get ya.
Cheese and onion sandwiches and derby china ware and down, but down.
Oi!
Love it.
That's absolutely brilliant.
That's so
Snooker Loopy, not so wee.
Yeah, you should do that one next, definitely. Snooker Loopy's one you need to cover next.
Oh, it's top of my list.
Yeah. Do it on your tour. As an encore.
Yeah. Okay, for you. If you come on stage and do it
I was just coming and do the dance.
Okay.
You'd be Tori Amos's Bez. You could be like the Tori Amos's dancer. Okay.
It's just such a brilliant thing in my mind, you doing Chaz and Dave.
Should we cook?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to
Do you cook?
No, but I like knives.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
I'll just move around this side.
No, husband cooks, and he's very good.
Fine.
Very
well, you can teach him this, because this is a really easy thing to do. We're going to do asparagus with coddled eggs. So, English asparagus, it's the asparagus season. It's a short season.
Massive.
Beautiful. It's now starting to get a little bit big. The season is actually finishing early this year, which is why it's starting to get a little bit woody, which is a shame. Eggs. This is our coddler. This is the fellow we've been talking about all day.
Have you coddled eggs?
No, never.
No. See, coddling eggs is we're basically.
It's a British thing.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
I actually believe it was a British thing, but I think Americans really adopted it, didn't they? Didn't Americans love coddling
You
eggs?
see it more on American menus than you do on British ones.
Yeah.
Bagels. Then for the dressing, we've got lemon, we've got parsley, we've got truffle oil, we've got egg yolks, and we've got olive oil. So now with asparagus, hold that in either hand. So you're holding it like that. Now, to find out which bit of the asparagus you need to cook and which you don't, you just have to bend it until it snaps.
That's what I'm doing?
Yeah. There you go. So it means that this is slightly too woody, therefore this is the bit that we do. However, it's still quite woody, this asparagus. So what we're going to do to make it prettier and cook a little bit more quickly, we're just going to peel the bottom sort of inch and a half or so you expose the white flesh. You want to do that on that, and 3 bits is all that we need to do. Okay. Now, with asparagus, there are fancy asparagus steamers. There are loads of different ways you can do it. I think the easiest way of doing it really is just kind of putting in boiling water. Okay. So while Tori peels that, our coddler. This is the fella. It's a ceramic. You've got glass ones at home.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I've still got them, but I did.
They'll be just next to the toasted sandwich maker and the bread machine and the juicer. They'll be in that cupboard there, undoubtedly. Yeah. And what you do, we just grease up the middle of that, and it's a cross between a poacher and a boiled egg, really. Break your egg into it. Sit your little lid on the top. Make sure that it's sealed, and then, then into water for about, well, it can range really, possibly 4, possibly 6, possibly 7, until they're done really. The good thing is you can take the lid off. It took 9 minutes in rehearsal for ours to work. So
yeah, that's what I found when I was cuddling it. It took an eternity.
Yeah. The thing with it is, you'll remember you've got a big ceramic or glass
What is the
dish.
point in a cuddled egg in comparison to a boiled egg? Why would you?
Well, the thing with this, if you've got a poached egg, obviously it's kind of quite random. If you've got a boiled egg, then you've got the shell to deal with. So with this, what you end up with is the joy of kind of dipping something into the soft yolk, and it's a nice presentation. It's a bit poncy, let's be perfectly honest.
Lazy boiled eggs.
Lazy boiled egg, yeah, that's what we call it. So, beautifully done. Peel back, and then we just pop our asparagus into there. Now, when you're cooking asparagus, what you should do is acidulate the water. Okay, because that means that what happens is with asparagus, it will very quickly lose its colour. If you put a squeeze of lemon or lime juice in there, therefore acidulating the water, it will keep that bright green colour.
Very
There you go. Now, the dressing. Okay, this is where you need to do some work.
Yes.
Tip the egg yolks into there for me, please.
Here?
Yeah. And then we're going to try and tip this lemon juice in there. What's this? Cool. Then, pop your whisker in there and then just get going so that starts to blend together. Just hold that in and it will whiz away, whiz away. Just keep it on. Just hold it in. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper in there. Okay, Tim, whilst Tori is blending that, very slowly start to add the olive oil while the motor is on. And you'll hear...
slow enough?
Yes, good, that's perfect. And you'll hear, at some point, there will be a change in noise as it begins to emulsify and thicken.
Can he do his dance while we do this?
Yeah, that's good.
The colour peanuts.
It's good. I think you should. Okay. So you see it's starting to thicken quite beautiful.
We must mention you're actually going on tour, aren't you? You're doing.
Yes.
People are asking. You're doing 4 dates around the UK. Is that right?
Yes. We start the whole thing in July in America, and we get here in September. So we're off for about 5 months.
Oh wow.
What happens with your child when you're on tour?
We're taking her.
Cool.
This is her 5th world tour.
Did I say stop?
No, you didn't say. Simon says no, stop.
Okay, then we add a little bit of truffle oil into there for some flavour, and then finally, because what you've got is quite heavy flavour now, the truffle oil is heavy. In goes a great load of parsley, one quick whiz. Tim, you can stop, and we've done. The dressing is done. Okay, so
what happens with food on the tour? Do you
that's
have?
cool. That's good.
Chefs.
You can
Yeah,
stop.
Chefs, yeah.
Because it's hard work, isn't it? Travelling around, you know, and you've got to get people in to actually cook nice stuff for you, otherwise you just eat rubbish.
You travel all night on the buses, and then you show up around 1 o'clock, and the chefs feed you, and then you work until midnight, and then you have a little bite from the chefs, and it all starts all over again.
I always think it'd be quite a nice job. I think if I had my time again, I would quite like to do that.
I toured selling T-shirts, and it's hard work, isn't it, Tori? Everyone thinks it's glamorous, but after a while, that continual travelling is hard.
You have to be a road dog. You've got to love it out there to do it. But we do love our chefs. We treasure them.
I'd like to do it. I think, you know, if everything goes... If it all changes for me, I'm going to be knocking on your door to kind of come and be your personal chef on tour.
Sack the wife and kids and go on tour.
Live the rock and roll dream. Grow a ponytail. Start wearing leather jeans and cowboy boots. I'll have my midlife crisis as a tour chef.
Do it.
Sounds good to me. So what we do with the asparagus, that's come up. We toss it in a little bit of butter and salt and pepper. So putting this dish together, that is completely done, beautifully done as well.
Oh.
So how is our little egg doing? He is looking good. A little bit of butter on the top of there. Look, he's perfect. So, what we're going to do to serve this, we have coddled egg, we have toasted bagel, we have our beautiful asparagus. Tim, could you bring that dressing over for me? We sit our asparagus on there.
Do you want the other one?
I just want the dressing, please. And then this lovely, rich truffle oil dressing goes over the top, like that.
Can we show people what that looks like?
Yeah. And then we have...
Did you get that? Yeah.
A little bit of shaved parmesan for yet more richness. There we go. Job
What about
done.
Oh, you've done that. Okay. All right. We're going to be tasting that in just a minute, but now over to Amanda.
Okay.
We did it. Yes. Simon, what are we making?
OK, so what we've got food-wise. Amanda, you've got the rather delicious tandoori trout with the curried bean salad, which is so nice and fresh.
Very, very
and even though
good.
you've got curry flavours, I think on a hot day like this, it's beautiful. Nicola, you've got the fantastic cheesecake that you made yourself with the elderflowers and the lychees. Tim, you've got the lemon chicken. Tori's got the bagel with the coddled eggs and the truffle dressing.
Great.
I've got lots of emails, so this one's for... do you want to try that, Tori? Do you want to try, this is Gary Hale. What was it like working with Johnny Depp in Willy Wonka?
Oh, it was really good. It was really
like?
good. Yeah, he was really nice, and it was nice to know he's only 1 inch taller than me.
Really?
That was reassuring.
Is he a good actor? I mean, like, when you work with all these actors, the difference...
Yeah. I tell you what it was, working with Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, I had a 10-day shoot. I was only on screen for 30 seconds. It was 10 days of film.
10 days for 30 seconds?
Solid filming.
Hope you're paid by the day.
Well, no. But it was like working with art students.
Yeah?
Working with Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, it's like working with people who are experimenting.
Right.
With a lot of money.
Yeah.
200 million.
Yeah.
But it was like, wow, I don't know how to do this. Maybe we'll try this. Maybe we'll try that.
And just quickly, Shanice says, do you think there'll be a future we'll see 2 Indian families in EastEnders at the same time?
I think the quota's been filled. I think the box has been ticked.
Got an email in for you, Tori, from Rachel Flattery. Says, what food do you enjoy whilst on the road? We're running out of time, but what sort of things do you have to eat? What do you get your chefs to make you?
Low carb, high protein, because I have to play for 2.5 hours on stage. So I eat...
2.5 hours?
Yeah, I buy a big meal at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, doting again until midnight.
Wow.
And then, a salad with protein.
Cool, all right, that's it for this week. Thanks a lot to Nitin, thanks a lot for coming in.
That was delicious.
And thanks to Tori. You like that, do you? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Next week we've got singer Daniel Merriweather. He will be here on the show, so we'll see you all next week. And enjoy Relegation Sunday. Good luck to everyone. Sadness for the team that goes down. So